Salutations! I'm Evelyn Ivy, and we are back in Minecraft with Create version 0.3, and I am here to show you my gold generator. So it probably looks pretty similar to the iron generator that I showed you in a previous video. We have the same setup for the mega windmill powering 24 cobble drills. And I just thought I'd show you this from above so you can see exactly what's going on with the waterlogged stairs and how the lava is flowing sideways next to them to create the cobble. So we have 16 waterlogged stairs, 9 lava source blocks, and 24 cobble generated from that. And it's all outputted through that tunnel. And this 7x7 design was shown to me by the creator of Create himself. I'm really grateful for that. And now let's get to the design. So, the gold generation process is considerably more complicated than the iron generation process. First, we crush cobble into gravel. Then, we crush that gravel into sand and clay. We wash the sand into more clay. These are clay balls, so we compact them into clay blocks. And then we smelt the clay blocks into terracotta. We crush the terracotta, and then that gives us red sand. And the red sand is washed, and that will give us gold nuggets, which can be compacted into gold ingots. So, that's a lot of steps, but none of those steps on their own will be particularly complicated. So, with the washer down here, the nice thing about this is, as you can see, it's a more compact version of the crusher to washer setup from the previous video. And we are making use of one of the crushing wheel designs that I showed you. And it works pretty nicely considering we have to do 2 sets. So the fan will blow the clay into that funnel, even though it's within the water. So that's pretty nice, I gotta say. Then the flint that the gravel crushes will also be put into there. We will dispose of that. Did I go overboard with putting a flint disposal system in this? Yes. Will I regret my attitude towards flint when it comes time to make an andesite alloy generator? Yes. Am I smug about all that flint going into lava? Yes. And speaking of lava, we have 2 lava fans aimed at this depot. And this is because when there is an item on the depot, the basin won't be able to output any more items onto it. So we need to smelt that as quickly as possible, and aiming more lava fans will make it smelt more quickly. So combining that with increased speed on the press to 64 RPM, we're able to have the press and smelting keep pace with the incoming clay. Then down here, basically same setup as before, and this just matches the iron gen video, except it's gold instead of iron, red sand instead of gravel, and dead bushes instead of flint. Dead bushes will not be useful in an andesite alloy build, but I do feel a little bit guilty about throwing them into lava. They're not flint, but they're already dead, so whatever. So then, yeah, it's a more complicated design, but ultimately, I think it's still pretty clear how it works. I considered making a whole elaborate decorative build around it, but I decided against it so that you can really see the skeleton of the structure. And this certainly isn't the only way to set this up. This is just one way of doing it that I particularly like. I'd probably make changes about it. There are some parts that I'm not happy with. Just not specifying any particular parts, but there are some parts where I'm just like, there's got to be a better way. But I'm still happy with this. And I hope it helps deobfuscate the gold generation process. So that is all for now, and happy creating.